I'm a proud Democrat.
How so?
And he's done a lot of things. Immigration. I'm happy about what's happening with immigration. I thought the stock market would tank, and I'm pretty happy with my 401k. There's a few things that I just thought things would go wrong, and I'm very happy.
Well, that is big of you to say. It'll probably lose you some friends in this polarized environment that we're in right now. But there's nothing wrong with being happy with results, no matter who gives them to you, right? So I appreciate your candor. Next.
And you know what? A lot of calls saying the exact same thing. And the sad part is that she feels that she can't say it, you know.
Next on deck with Tim Black.
Yeah, you know what, man? It's okay for Black Americans to say it. Yeah, it's got to be okay for Black Americans to say how they really feel, man. And I'm seeing brothers and sisters from all across the internet stand up and say it. And I appreciate it, man. It's empowering. I know that you may face backlash from people in your group. You know what I'm saying? People that know you even. Particularly my people on Facebook, man, who have their home Facebook accounts. They got regular Facebook accounts. People know them. They use their real name. They get backlash for that. They get ostracized. You know, there are people, literally people and families that don't talk to each other because somebody said Trump did a good job. Really. And that Biden didn't do a good job. Really. That's how bad it's gotten, man. Whole families getting split up. Marriages, families, all over what? Over an opinion of how the country's doing at the moment. And this lady said, when you talk about someone's 401k, we're talking about her ability to be freedom, about her living situation. This is not just some theoretical stuff. This ain't about checking boxes in the polity tic-tac-toe board. We're talking about her actual money, how her retirement is being invested. And she's saying she sees positive returns on that. Because you know, they all said that we were going to go into a deep recession if Trump got in. Then when Trump announced the tariff, they all said the world's going to go to hell. We all going to be eating out of soup can. We have to go down to the pond and find a rock and put it in some water and boil it and make rock soup, because there's going to be nothing on the shelves because Trump's going to mishandle everything. And then when it didn't happen, well, then we switched the story. We switched his focus again. Because then, you know, can't admit that it didn't get worse. It got better. Our economy's better right now than it was under Biden. And you would think it's in the toilet. You would think it's in the toilet. And what I mean by that is just, I don't be so much concerned about stocks. I'm talking about your ability to buy food. You know, the prices have gone down from where they were. And that's enough for a person to say, hey, I acknowledge that. One last thing, she said immigration. You know the price you got to pay for that if you say that if you're a Black American? These people have Black Americans, and I'm not talking about the politicians, and I'm not talking about the commentators. They got to say shit to keep their audience, okay? But there are regular Americans who aren't working in politics or in media who are convinced that it's something wrong for Black people to want less immigration coming in, less people coming into the country as far as immigrating. And they make that a white supremacist thing. That's what they make that like you are evil. You're evil for wanting less competition and less people accessing resources out of your city. Less fighting over meager resources that are in your city, the budgets. We all know most of the budget in these cities go to law enforcement, go to jails and cops. That's what most of it goes to. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest expense of a city. That in schools, then hospitals, then roads, highways. But It is damn right sad. It is downright sad, man. The number of Black Americans that I run across online, and I hope it's not in the real world, man, where they're just carrying this cross for people to be able to come into America as if that's a positive for us. It's like, look, man, there's nothing wrong with you wanting to help other people. I get that. But there is never, ever anything wrong with you making sure your house is in order first. And Black Americans, our house is not in order. It's nowhere near in order, Johnson. How are half of the homeless families in America Black when we only make up 14% of the population? How in the hell could you fix your mouth? Yeah, Jasmine Crocker said that. How could you? No, who was it? It was Tiffany Cross she was on CNN and she was telling this Jewish sister. She said, don't fix your mouth to say. Because she was defending migrants being deported, saying they should not be deported and they were being thrown in concentration camps. And the Jewish lady was like, what? Concentration camps? That's offensive. That's an insult to Jewish people. And she said, don't you fix your mouth to say you should be upset about these people being put in concentration camps. Don't fix your mouth why are you upset? How dare you say that? You shouldn't even fix your mouth to say that. That's what she said.
Insulting to Jewish health. I find it insulting that you could even fix your mouth to defend this disgusting behavior.
It's not a death.
It doesn't matter. It's a concentration camp what they're doing. And
you shouldn't be able to fix your mouth to say that. Now, you know what, Tiffany Cross? May this video clip find you. And those like you who think as you do. Tamika Mallory, My Zone, any of you, so-called street politicians. Whatever that is. What you should be saying is, in a country where we're only 14% of the population, we are 50% of homeless families in America, and you should never fix your mouth to say bring anybody into this country until those people are off the street. How dare you fix your mouth to champion for anybody to get any relief in this country before fixing that problem? You sellouts. How dare you fix your mouth to talk about men who decided they want to be women or are women trapped in men's bodies? How dare you fix your mouth to champion for them when Black women died 3 of the rape? Black women with uteruses who are giving birth die 3 times more likely than white women. How dare you fix your mouth to champion for men who decide to become women, who say they are trapped in women's bodies, before you say, fix that statistic for Black women? How dare you fix your mouth? How dare you fix your mouth to say, to snicker and laugh, you clown, over me putting it down passionately for my people, while you think this is a game? Ninja, some people care. You hi-hat. Shame on you. Take your degree and shove it up your ass. You and 3 other academics that look just like you. I don't give a shit how prolific a speaker you are. It don't mean nothing if you ain't saying nothing. Use all the Queen's English you want. Use all the 5-letter words you want, the $5 words you want. But if you ain't saying nothing that empowers Black people, what are you saying? Nothing. Nothing at all.
The First Amendment is first for a reason. The Second Amendment is just in case the first one doesn't work out.
The Tim Black Show streams Sundays, Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wolfpack.